Hey, Katie here, and welcome to my channel. Smells like waterfalls. Oh, that's aesthetic. Oh my gosh. Look at that fluorescent pink color. Oh my gosh. All right. I hope that you all are having a great day today, and it's just as sunny as it is here for you there where you're at. I have been exhausted lately, but hopefully this video is gonna revive me just a little bit. Today we are doing another 365 hairstyle video challenge. Bow, 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 bow. So yeah, pretty excited about that. A little nervous. I figured today was as good as any day to mess my hair up again. I mean, fix my hair now. I'm doing another weird thing again. So I'm going to be using this pink Eero hair dye. Not only am I going to be using that, I'm going to mix it with the remainder of the Purple Dream from Manic Panic. You can see we have quite a bit left. It is mixed with water, but it's pretty pigmented, so I'm hoping that's going to work out pretty well. And I'm also going to be mixing it with some of this hair conditioner. Good old Suave Essentials, smells like waterfalls. Yeah, I haven't ever mixed hair conditioner in with any of my hair dye before, so this is going to be kind of weird. It's kind of an oxymoron though if you think about it, because you're not supposed to have hair conditioner in your hair when you're dyeing your hair. You're supposed to wash it, skip the conditioning, dye it, and then rinse it out. Little odd if you ask me. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash my hair and make sure all my oils are out and all of that jazz, and I'll see y'all back here in the snap of a finger. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That was 2 snaps, but I mean, come on. Obviously, I need double the magic here, so... anyways, I've changed into some junk clothing. Got my hair up, just kind of damp drying right now with a towel. I gotta fix this angle. I hope for a moment y'all can ignore my hot messedness. And yeah, so looking pretty normal now, which is kind of odd. It still's got blue and purples in it. You just can't see it in this lighting, but I'm gonna let that air dry while we mix our dyes together. I got the gloves on, I got the hair down, got the bowl, the measuring spoon. It looks like this is 4 fluid ounces, and what I'm gonna do is just put all this in a bowl. Oh my gosh, look at that fluorescent pink color. Is that registering how pink that is? Oh my gosh, I'm glad I have the purple because that's a bit too drastic. Back in the day, heck yeah, I wish I knew about this stuff. So I don't think this was around. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. That's 4 fluid ounces. And this, I'm not sure how much fluid ounces this is, so I'm just gonna measure some out. We got the purple all up in there. And so this was 1.5, so that equals 5.5. So we're gonna do 2, maybe 3 ounces. Wow. Of the hair conditioner, because I mean, I don't know, I don't want it to be like super bright in your face, but I definitely want it to show through, you know? So I went with 3. Last one being a heaping, because I didn't scrape out the scoop in between. I just kind of plopped it all in there. This smells amazing though. You know, I didn't even smell the Euro. Hair dyes, like fun hair dyes, usually have really nice smells. I mean, it's got a smell. It smells like a smell. Oh, that's aesthetic right there. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Look how much there is though. I have my hair washed, unconditioned, does not have conditioner in it. I've got my dye stirred together. I've got my junk clothes on. I guess the last step, dye my hair. I'm just gonna be literally just putting this in here. It's just one full color, and I'm just gonna make sure that I cover the whole surface of my hair and try and get into the dreads. I mean, I've got enough dye for it. I'm probably going to have excess, which is pretty cool, because you could do things like I'm doing now, like mix your old hair color into the new hair color just so it blends a little better. The deed's been done, it's time to finish it.
Wow!
Well, it turns out I had maybe just about the right amount. I don't think there's any dry spots in it, but it was probably a good 10 minutes doing this. Obviously, I was not careful at all, but I'm just going to put this up in a bun real quick. My main goal was to get the ends for the most part, just so that the pink would mostly be showing through there. I'm trying not to twist my hair too tight or the dye will come out, you know. I realized 2 things while I was doing this. The first was that my hair was wet, which when you're dyeing hair, you really don't want your hair to be wet, but since I'm already doing a pastel color, I'm not 100% worried about it. The other thing is that since I've done dreads, my hair hasn't touched hair conditioner. So it's been like since 2013, 2014. So that's gonna be kind of interesting seeing how much fallout I have from that. But I'm not sure how that's going to turn out at the moment. And right now I'm just using a water towel with water on it to try and get some of this off, scrub it off. Another problem I might have is that I got quite a lot on my scalp. And like my whole face, which it's kind of hard not to do when you're blind, you know? So we'll see how that turns out. I might just have a pink scalp for a month and try not to wipe off any of the areas that need to have hair dye in them. Like these little wispies, always try and get those. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some dishes, some chores, play with my puppy. I'll be back to show y'all the results of it washed out wet and hopefully dry. Oh, hi there. I have pink hair now. Pretty happy with how this turned out. It didn't turn out, again, like I probably wanted to have it turn out, which was more of a pastel color at the ends, but it will wash out. I don't get my hair wet like that very often, but it will eventually fade out. To prevent that, I probably should have done equal ratio of dye to conditioner. However, I'm glad it turned out like this because if you look closely, you can kind of see some areas that are orange still, despite the fact that I completely drenched inside and out. I just completely went in on these ends because I knew that they were so white. If I didn't, it would just look off, even if parts of this weren't completely colored. So that being said, I don't know if it's going to look much different when the hair is dry. I'm expecting maybe a little bit more color up at the top, but I'll go ahead and put a picture right here of me in the sunlight or something, maybe a few different lighting types. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying how the blue turned the pink into kind of a very purple. So it goes from a hot magenta pink color into a almost grape flavored color and into the kind of browny pink at the top. It's a nice little kind of transition right there, and hopefully I'm able to color correct this in my video editor because I'm looking at it right now and it looks more of a maroon. It's not as va-va-voom in your face, but it's definitely more of a coherent gradient than what I did last time. I don't remember if I mentioned this in just like 2 minutes ago, but I do still have orange in my hair, and unfortunately for me, that means that I still have beeswax in my hair, which means that those sections just aren't going to dye, meaning cooler toned colors aren't going to work very well on my tips. So I'm not going to really be able to do greens, blues, aquas, blue purples, violets. It just probably won't look that great, and it's not bad. It's giving me some ideas for what I want to do in the future for my hair. So yeah, and it's livable. I actually really like this hair. It's the color's nice. It's not as pastel, like I said, as I would have wanted the tips, but it will fade out over time. And just to recap over what I did differently from the purple to white hair thing, one, I just used the natural ombre that I had in my hair. I used one flat layer, which I almost wish that I had used the, like what I put on my whole hair this time, the pink on the top half, and then did like a 1-to-1 ratio with conditioner on the bottom. I completely washed my hair with shampoo thoroughly, rinsed it out thoroughly, didn't use conditioner, hair products, or oils in my hair before I put any of the dye on, and that just made sure it all actually touched the follicles of the hair, the strands of hair. So that really helped a lot. But other than that, things that I did differently, I used conditioner rather than water. And to be honest, I had no problem with using the water. It was completely fine in my book. If I didn't have the beeswax in my dreads, I really do think I would have been okay with the pink tips. And if not, I would have just probably cut them off because I was pretty close to doing that. And then I realized that it was orange and I was like, well, this is supposed to be white, not orange. So I might as well just dye over it. And now we're here, right? So yeah, I don't think it makes a difference. It might have, the water might have been why my hair turned blue though, by diluting it too much, but I don't see how, it might have been a chemical reaction or something. I don't know. It might have just been because I mixed two different colors together. So next time, if I mix two different shades together, I'll test it first, which I'm just realizing now I did not do that with this, but at least it'll all turn the same color because it's all one color of dye on my head. Anyways, the last thing that I did differently was when I rinsed my hair out, I used 100% the coldest water possible that I could stand standing in the shower, and yeah, turned out pretty alright. It took me a little bit longer, probably like 5-10 minutes longer to get all of the dye out of my hair, but I have found with my past experience and today that if you get your hair wet, you let it sit for a couple of minutes or just even a minute, you wring it out and get it wet again, what was coming out as clear or close to clear is now coming out with that like bam, full. You can get all of that bleach out, all of that, the bleach. I keep doing that. This is like my second take, and I did that like 5 times in the last one. Bleach. The dye. You can get more dye out that way, but it could come at a cost because you could be rinsing out too much dye. So, I mean, I would probably do that 3 or 4 times. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, that if you didn't learn anything and I just didn't teach you anything new that you didn't already know, that it at least entertained you, right? I mean, how else would you be at the end of this unless you were asleep? Either way, thank you for the view. Anyways, thank you for watching and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!